Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the house of David, which is the elect. And I just wanted to touch on this article coming from OpenAI.com. I'm kind of just continuing the video live stream that I did yesterday. But I wanted to, just run through this real quick because this is, pertaining to the artificial intelligence digital utopia, right? That, these elites, these Chaldeans, right? These witches and warlocks are boasting in that they're going to bring to the world, to humanity, a euphoric utopia, utopic society where nobody is poor, nobody's hungry, um, net neutrality is at zero. Okay, climate change is fixed, right? They're boasting in the bringing paradise, right, on the earth. All right, that man and the ecosystem will be in perfect harmony, tying back to the Georgia Guidestones, which I believe, I can't remember exactly what year it was, but I know it was uh, after the lockdown started in 2020 that they destroyed the Georgia Guidestones. All right, and just as they say, they don't know who put it up, right? They don't know, who was the mastermind behind the idea of creating the Georgia Guidestones. They also don't know how it got destroyed and who wanted, who destroyed it. Now, with this devil being able to, surveillance and find out all these different issues, and they was able to find Osama bin Laden in a cave all the way in Afghanistan, right, and find Saddam Hussein, right. They was able to do all these things, but in their own country, in their own state, within a place that is very well known throughout America, the Georgia Guidestones uh, uh, a site, they have no clue, who was the culprit behind blowing up the Guidestones. And a lot of people just look at that as if, oh, well, it's okay, it just goes on with life. But in reality, something I've had mentioned, don't not sure if I mentioned it on video, but I know I've mentioned it to brothers before. The fact that those guide stones, right? Remember, they're called guide stones, right? Who are they guiding, right? They're guiding the elites. That was their commandments, right? That was written on stone. That in order to fulfill their destiny, or not even destiny, right? In order to fulfill their plans or enterprise to be able to solidify and concretely have the dominion of the earth, then they would need to have these things that were written on these guide stones brought forth and manifested. Which one of the first ones was to have the population of the earth to 500 million, right? So once the emic started, which they deemed the Great Reset, they no longer needed the actual guidelines, right? The laws, their left-handed laws are written on stone, because it was fully now in their minds to carry that out. All right, that is why they spoke about the Great Reset and the golden opportunity to seize the moment and things like that, because they're saying that this is the time, this is the generation where they're going to fulfill, that agenda. Similarly, right? Because remember, this devil, he is a he's trying to perpetrate or mimic the right hand. See, so as the scriptures tells us that the laws of the Lord will be written in our inward part, right? They won't be on the stony heart, but they'll be on a heart of flesh, right? He's going to, put them within our minds. See, so we won't actually need to actually read the guidelines, the laws, right? We won't have to rehearse the laws; they will just be in us when Yahweh Shah returns. Likewise, Esau on the left hand side, he no longer needed the Georgia Guidestones, written on stone, because now it's fully in his mind, and through technological advances, right, and through the order, okay, of getting society to be pushed towards this digital system. He no longer needs it written, right? He no longer needs it as a physical guideline, because it's in his it's in his mind to do it. But when you go and read this a little article, which I might just play the listen to article, and there's a certain point that we come to, which matter of fact, I'm not going to jump ahead. I'll just play it. But as you see, it says introducing the intelligence age, and I went into yesterday, what the definition of artificial and the definition of intelligence means, and you put those together, it's not natural truths, okay? Because intelligence means the highest faculty of the mind to comprehend general truths. See, but the truth that Esau is presenting is artificial. As a matter of fact, as the scripture says in the book of Second Thessalonian, Second Thessalonian chapter 2, verse 9, it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, right? And that word working, as we always go into, is the energia, right? So this devil, his mindset is to, his working, right, is his energia is after Salakia, his coming, rather, right, which is his force, right, his presence. See that? His presence is after the energy of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. And you go into that word lying, it's pseudos, okay, which is a conscious and intentional falsehood, right? In a broad sense, whatever is not what it seems to be. So he presents lies, or he presents his ideas, right, in his desires, as something that is going to be beneficial, and something that is going to be good for humanity. In reality, it's a deception, right? It's a snare, and it's a trap. So reading on, it says, and with all deceivableness, right? Deceit, delusion. Okay, to cheat, beguile. Did not the serpent beguile Eve? Okay, and the power that Esau has is not only to be able to lie, but to present his lies as truthful. That's why when it comes to artificial intelligence, the intelligence isn't actual intelligence, right? It's not actual, higher power knowledge. Okay, that is, in the fact that it's named artificial intelligence, let should be all you need to know about it. But yet you have people over here that are amazed. They're looking at it as a miracle of magic. Oh, AI is able to do this for me. It's able to do that. It's able to, start a business for me. Do all these things. And people are becoming more and more and more dependent on it. And what they're actually boasting in is they're trying to get it to a point where it's a generative AI, right, where it can do multiple different activities at once, because certain AIs are only able to do certain tasks, but they want to get it to a point where they'll have a robot or a system that can do multiple different things, right? Just as a human can multitask, that's what their desire is to have. And in order to do that, they need a lot of computing power, a lot of data, right? And that data comes from who? The people, right? They need a lot of energy. That is why Trump is boasting and talking about, data centers for AI, building these data centers so that it can keep producing energy, and that energy also is going to come from humanity, people, right? It's going to come from people because it's going to be through that CHIP that will be able to be connected, as they say, the internet of bodies, right? Everything will be connected. So now you are energizing the system, right? The system is feeding off of your energy as well, so that it can continue to be able to collect data, right? So let's play this right here.
Introducing the intelligence age.
Wait, it's a lot here. What's going on? So bear with me 1 second.
Introducing the intelligence age. The wheel, the plow, the compass, the telescope, the train, the car, the plane, the light bulb, the telephone, the internet, the smartphone, and so many others. All innovations created or harnessed by humans for humans, used as tools to explore, discover, and create better lives for ourselves, our families, and others. All progress has a starting point. Artificial intelligence is the most powerful tool humans have ever invented. In just over 2 years, more than 300 million people around the world have used ChatGPT's freely available intelligence to ideate, discover, and break through beyond what we're currently capable of doing on our own. In January, 1 in 7 American adults used ChatGPT. Most of our users, nearly 8 in 10, are under the age of 35. California State University is making ChatGPT available to 500,000 students. The young people who are busy imagining and shaping the future are using AI to do it. Our Chief Marketing Officer, Kate Rauch, likes to say. The only question is what they'll use the tool to create and what problems they'll use it to solve. Economic research indicates that technologies usually take decades to diffuse across the world. More recently, digital platforms that have come before ChatGPT took between about 10 years, Netflix, and close to 1 year, Fortnite, to reach 100 million users. ChatGPT hit that milestone in 2 months, ushering in a new paradigm for the pace of technological progress.
Now, I want to stop there, right? You see how quickly AI has been ramping up and taking over, various different businesses and organizations and just individuals using it, right? Is that it took 10 years for Netflix to hit how many users? 100 million users. It took 1 year for Fortnite to hit 100 million users, but it took only 2 months for ChatGPT to hit 100 million users. See? So this growth is happening at an exponential rate, which is something that Klaus Schwab even talked about, that the digital, age is expounding and growing exponentially. And you see how quickly even these governments like Trump, how he's moving, right? They will say, they talk about how a president would want to, make significant changes within the first 100 days in office. Well, within his first day in office, he was making significant changes, right? He's only been in office for, less than a month, but it seems like he's been in office for a while, for a longer period of time, because of how much things he's doing, how quickly he's moving. And remember, as the scripture says, that this devil was going to come down, right, with that wrath, with that great wrath, because he knows, as it reads, in Revelation 12 and 12, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the habitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. See, so that great wrath is him moving, with choler, as Alexander the Greek did when he was on his, conquest to take over the Persian Medial Empire, right? When he established the Greek Empire, he moved quickly, as the scripture says, to the point it was as if his feet, didn't even touch the earth. Let's pull that up real quick. The book of Daniel, chapter 8, verse, where is it? Daniel chapter 8, verse 5, it says, and as I was considering, which this is a vision that Daniel had, right, of, that Greek Empire, right, starting with Alexander, it says, and as I was considering, behold, an he-goat from the west, right, because that's the area where Alexander came from, starting with his father, Philip of Macedon, right? He came from that region over there toward the east, where the Medo Persian Empire, at this point it was the Persian Empire, was centralized at. Okay, and it says, behold, an he-goat came from the west on the face of the whole earth, and touched not the ground, and the goat had a notable horn between his eyes. So when it says he touched not the ground, it's signifying how fast he was moving. Let's see if it says it. Yeah, see, it says, while in the NLT, while I was watching, suddenly a male goat appeared from the west, crossing the land so swiftly that he didn't even touch the ground. See, now this is a vision, once again, that Daniel was having of animals, but they signified who, right? Kingdoms. So when you look at how quickly, the Esau, especially Babylon the Great, this beast system is moving to establish this. See, I just got a text message. Salaki, I just got a text message from my son's pediatrician, and it's like an automated text message. But now it just texts me, see our new AI chatbot on our website by clicking on the blue text button. It can answer any question about our website in any language. See, so everybody is moving. Hey, call Lawyer Howard Shemal Rashad, man. Right, that text message literally just came in on my other phone. But everybody is moving, and getting in, involved in this AI system. See that? This is what is taking over the earth. And within a short amount of time, you won't be able to operate. You won't be able to maneuver in society unless you are, locked in dealing with AI. And that's ultimately the setup that this devil is creating, right? Because if you're not, down with this digital system, right? If you're not allowing AI to upgrade you, right? Allowing, being connected in the Internet of Bodies with the artificial intelligence, then you're going to be left behind, right? You're going to be deemed, unresourceful. Okay, so let's continue playing this.
OpenAI's mission is to ensure that as AI advances and becomes able to solve
Now listen to
harder and
this.
harder problems, what's called artificial general intelligence, AGI, it benefits everyone. As our CEO Sam Altman has written, it won't happen all at once, but we'll soon be able to work with AI that helps us accomplish much more than we ever could without it. That starts with the tool getting into the hands of as many people as possible by being not just accessible, but inspiring.
You hear that? Do you hear that? Right? I'm gonna read that paragraph. This was the main point of this, article that I want to bring out. OpenAI's mission And it's not just OpenAI. There's various different types of companies that is creating, this artificial general intelligence. Okay. It says is to ensure that as AI advances and becomes able to solve harder and harder problems, what's called artificial general intelligence, it benefits everyone. As our CEO, Sam Altman, which is a small hat, an Amalekite, has written, it won't happen all at once. But what are they doing right now? They are causing. When you go into the word causing, and we're going to keep harping on it, man, because this is vital. Okay, this is vital to whether or not you are going to be deemed, worthy to escape, or whether or not you're going to set yourself up as unsavable. Okay, because if you take this charagma, right, if you allow through the changing, the transformation of society, and you allow this sihip within your flesh, right? You bow the knee to the image of Baal, and you put this MOTB in you, then you are destined, right? Destined for that second death, and there is no escape out of it. So this is why we are constantly preaching about this, because the time is going to come where these words are not going to be found. They're going to use AI, the algorithms, to be able to go throughout all of the different internet platforms and videos that are speaking, contrary to this, and they're going to take it all down, right? They're going to take all of the videos that spoke, against, putting a micro C-hip inside of you. All of that's going to be gone. That's why the scripture says, then wit shall hide itself, right? And withdraw itself into its secret chambers. The only ones that know it, the only ones that have it within their minds, right? Because they believe these words, they're the ones that's going to be able to decipher and discern and resist it, because they have the knowledge, right? And also the faith of the Lord. But you're going to have people that may have heard about it, but because they don't have the faith of the Lord, they're still going to fall into that temptation. Okay, but as we read here, Revelation 13, verse 15, matter of fact, let me read this first. Let me finish it. It says, it won't happen all at once, but we will soon be able to work with AI that helps us accomplish much more than we ever could without it. See that? So this is not something that's going away. They're looking at this as the basis of the humanity from here on out. That you won't be able to accomplish what society looks like. You won't be able to maneuver and live in society, this quote unquote euphoric, right, society without AI. In so much, as it says in the next sentence, that starts with the tool. What tool? Artificial intelligence, right? Getting into the hands of as many people as possible by being not just accessible, but inspiring. So they want this tool to get into the hands of as many people as possible. Now, when we read this here, and he causeth all, and that's the constructing, the forming, the fashioning, right? Paeo. To construct, to produce, to form, to fashion, right? To make ready. This is the foundation that he is setting up right now. And everybody is all in a hoopla, and they're, looking at this as being the next greatest, invention, right? The fourth industrial revolution. Well, they're telling you right here that, yeah, this starts with getting this tool into as many hands as possible. Okay. So it's right here as clear as day, man. And unless you take that, right, you won't be able to what? It says, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that have the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Because within this euphoric society, a lot of jobs are going to be gone, right? But you'll own nothing and be happy. A lot of jobs are going to be gone, but people, will be the poor class, right? Because there's only going to be a rich and poor, right? It's not going to be no middle class. They will, be getting UBI, right? Universal basic income. And in order to get that, you're going to need, a digital identification, right? Biometrically identified. And your money will now get sent to you through this digital wallet, right? Your medical records, okay, your ID and your banking records will all be encompassed on this micro software, which will be implanted inside of you. So now you can get right your identity stolen, right? You can't get your bank hacked, your credit cards hacked. None of these things can happen because it's all connected to you. Okay, so pretty much I just want to touch on that. There's more in here, but that was the main point because the rest talks about the commercial that they brought out during the Super Bowl. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that, man, because they say they saying it themselves. That starts with the tool getting into the hands of as many people as possible. Okay, so just wanted to show that. Be aware, keep watching. Hey, we're almost home, man. So with that, call Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, Bashim Rakakwadash, Shalom.